area with, predetermined rule set, basically, of, what you are trying to clean. If you're trying to make it so that, everyone who walks in your front door is cleaned up of all of their blood because, for whatever reason, your Goliath barbarian friend believes that bathing in the blood of his enemies is hygienic, and you, being a wizard, kind of don't agree. It's like, that's fine. You want to do that with the spell? Go right ahead. He gets a dex save, you get peace of mind knowing that you at least tried to clean up your barbarian friend so that he wasn't just completely covered in blood and gore all day. And you get to rest easy knowing that you tried. You might fail, but you tried. And that's what's important. Because if you don't try and you fail, then that's just failing. That's not even trying. That's just lose-lose type situation. That's not good. But if you try and fail, well, you tried. I mean, at least you tried. You might have failed, but you tried. Okay? You might have tried pretty hard. You might have been a try-hard. Okay, maybe you were a try-hard, but at least you tried. You put in the effort and you applied yourself and you said, I want to not be terrible at this. And if you fail, that's fine, because at least you attempted it. You attempted to not be terrible. And that's kind of the most important part, really, of any D&D game. Not just regular D&D, but like any D&D game. That's kind of the most important part, is that you put in the effort to try to not be terrible. Okay, now, I barely used up all of that material. That was a lot of material. What am I doing running? I have a minecart, since I remember where I left it. That's an Enderman over there. Now, I got a friend, Lillian, actually. Lillian Reaper. Who is terrified of fighting Endermen. He thinks that they are one of the most deadly things around. He got like 3 shot by Endermen in the end while fighting the Ender Dragon, and it's like, bro, how do you get murderized by Endermen? Okay, I hunt these things for fun. I'm sitting here going, really? You wish to invade my base? Oh, you dare approach me? Alas, you thought you were going to hurt me, but instead, it is I, Dio. Yeah, stuff like that. I just run up to him and I absolutely obliterate Enderman. I'm sitting here in iron armor. No helmet, no boots, just the breastplate and the pants. And it dealt, 1.5, 2 hearts of damage? So my friend Lillian may have had less armor on than he realized. Or perhaps he was just having a lot more difficulty than me with protection enchantments. Either way, that's kind of silly. Just how drastically different the two situations are, and yet, yeah, that's kind of silly. And that's a lot of slime. That is a lot of slime. My God. Boy. I need to go traveling back over to here because I need another, we'll say 9 stacks of smooth stone. I additionally want to grab out of here the minecart in order to make use of it when traveling. Speaking of which, traveling. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is plenty of reason for me to, want to dig all of this out. There is plenty of resources here. It is a very worthwhile collection. This is not always going to be the case unless you're working in extremely large volumes of materials like I am. This doesn't look like it's going to be much material when you're looking at it, but then you start counting out just how many resources are actually involved, and you start realizing this is a lot. This is a lot of resources, Okay. Oh, wrong pickaxe. Oops. I suppose I shouldn't actually really be carrying around the fortune pickaxe, should I? It's not exactly the best idea I've had. There we go. Okay. I have been looking into potentially downloading another game onto my phone. But all the good games are going to be like, 3 gigabytes, and that's going to cut into the amount of time that I can record per session of, YouTube recording sessions for Minecraft, which means it's going to just take that much longer for me to make any progress on my base, which is kind of annoying. I've been trying to decide whether or not to, go ahead with it, or if I should just wait on starting a new series until I just have someone sending me money on Patreon, basically. And the reason for that is very simple. I want to produce good quality content. I don't exactly know how good the content quality is going to be if I, decide to relegate the content to the limitations of what my phone is, what the potential of my phone is maxing out at, basically. Yes, I can do it, but is it going to look good? Is it going to be quality content? Is it going to be a good game? Is it going to be a fun game? Is it going to be a game I enjoy? Is it going to be a game that I am going to play for a really long period of time? Is it going to be one of those games where I know exactly how the game actually is supposed to operate, and the only thing that's actually different is the story, and it's got a whole auto battle system, and it's mostly just me running around a map, talking to the camera, as I have been doing for the majority of my Minecraft series thus far. The difference between my Minecraft series and a auto battle type game is that in my Minecraft series, thus far, I have managed to do all of this stuff myself. It's not been auto anything. It's just been me doing what I do, being me, being myself. Okay. I'm sitting here pushing the item entities around and merging them together into one item entity, basically. Ah, that was what it was. Okay. It had filled up an entire stack of stone, I think. I don't know. It might not have. Either way, there is another 3 stacks of smooth stone for my toolbar, and away we go. Technically, because my pickaxe has mending, my pickaxe is actually my deadliest weapon. Because if I ever need to repair it, I can just kill something. Okay. like, I wouldn't mind playing games like Cyberpunk 2020 or, you know, Dead Space or Halo or anything like that. Like, I could play those games. The problem is, I need to have a device that is able to play those games. I need something that has the capacity to actually potentially play them. That is specifically what I'm lacking, and that is why I made a Patreon. If you wish to donate to my Patreon, there are various rewards that can be achieved or obtained from Patreon, in addition to various unlisted rewards that I have not yet added because, well, I don't have any money, no one's paying me, and honestly, doing work for free is kind of annoying. Mostly, I just play Minecraft for fun. I upload the videos because it is a potential source of income. I enjoy making the videos, obviously. As I said, I play Minecraft for fun. I'm very knowledgeable. If you want me to make better videos, the best way to get me to make better videos is to support me on Patreon. Or if you don't feel like doing that, you can always subscribe to my channel, leave a like on my videos. That will help my videos get more prominence on YouTube. It will help my my levels of engagement increase for my videos. The engagement setting according to YouTube, on my videos is how much my videos have been shown to other people on YouTube, which basically means how much advertising space am I getting per video. That is what engagement means according to YouTube. That being said, certain problems can arise from a lack of engagement. For example, if all of my videos only have 1 or 2 hours that are watched on normal, that is, like, on average, that is a bit of a problem. It means, yes, I'm producing lots of videos, but not much of that content is apparently very interesting to the adoring fans, my audience. I'm pretty sure I accidentally just deleted the item there. That will happen, I suppose. That's normally why I just drop down here and collect it all myself. It's because I don't want the items to get deleted, because there's a chance that instead of them getting shunted down, they might get shunted up. Or instead of getting shunted up, they might get shunted down. And if they get shunted down and they're sitting on Bedrock, then odds are they just got shunted out into the void and they're now going to get deleted in like 5 minutes because they're just falling endlessly in the void. They might get deleted in less time, but I'm pretty sure it's related to how much damage the items took, and that would be pretty quick. Yeah, we have cleared out a very large portion. We have filled in a very large portion. We just killed 4 large slimes. In quick succession. And now things are starting to move a little slow. because lag is a thing. However, my reflexes are perfectly fine. A lot of this slime is going to just freaking die. Like, a lot of these guys are just pushing each other into the wall, and that's where I'm hitting. I'm just constantly swinging along the wall because there's so many of them just constantly leaping that they can't help but push themselves into my fist. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be well over a stack of experience. I just kind of knew. With that, I will definitely return to base, because that's a lot of slime. Like, that's 8 blocks of slime in my inventory at this moment. Currently I'm sitting here healing and trying to eat as well, just in case my character gets hungry from healing. Okay. Now deposit the coal. I was going to repair my sword, as well as craft all of these blocks of slime. But I also wanted to repair my sword, because it is a good sword. You know, it's a plus 11 damage sword. It was not worth that much iron, though. That was way too much iron. Wow. That was 4 iron. For that same cost, I made 2 iron swords just by utilizing half of a... just by utilizing 1 plank. Wait. What's the recipe for planks? Let me double check. Yeah, by utilizing 1 plank, I made 2 swords with the same amount of iron. That is obscene. Okay. Matter of fact, now that I'm looking at it, there we go. That was just what I needed. Additionally, I'm going to put away this fortune iron pickaxe, because I don't need to be carrying around a fortune iron pickaxe. Who do I think I am? MC Hammer? I mean, for the most part, the slimes can't touch this, but that's off topic. Okay, we've got polished diorite, polished andesite. There we go. Retrieve the minecart from the storage chest. Tap jump to exit minecart. Well, I think I'm good on that. Instead, I think I want to make sure I'm full health. Equip my subscribe pickaxe, the diamond one, of course. Retrieve the minecart once more. Drop down, and we have returned. That easy. That is why I installed that minecart system, is because it's that easy to refresh my inventory and get all of my loot nice and sorted and organized and stored, and you know, I can return to base easy and the whole 9 yards, you know. Like I can do it all. Like it's nothing, man. Okay. I'm just going around making sure that this is only 1 shallow instead of 2 shallow. Yeah. Now I go through, fill in all of the different sections here. Oops. Yeah. You can see just how much progress gets made in such a short amount of time, too. And then I can just go through. I can take out all of this section, and then all of the section I'm standing on. And those 2 sections combined makes for a nice little path that I can use to easily just kind of clean up everything. I was wondering why I couldn't jump over there. It's like, what's going on here? Something's not right with this picture. It's like, well, of course nothing's right with this picture. First of all, your eyes are closed. It's like, oh, right. You know? Second of all, there's a block right there. It's like, oh, let me fix that. Some nice spooky sound effects for our cave. or from our cave. One or the other. Hard to tell which, hard to care which. But... oh, wait. It goes deeper, therefore... okay. Good progress. Good progress. Now, one thing I should point out is the reason why they captured the Drow in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign, the reason why they captured the Drow was not as noble or sensible as one might believe. The reasoning specifically was their character is an orc, therefore they kind of got a thing for bad girls, and yeah, it's a thing, you know. But it is a good plan still for them to capture the Drow. You know, they might be doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons, but in this instance, they're actually doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. You know. Yeah. Let's see. Where is this wall? Okay. There's this wall. Boop, boop, boop. Additionally, there is homebrew magic items as well in the D&D party, because there was originally magic items given to my character, therefore, like, because of the campaign that my campaign was based on, certain magic items had already been involved, and therefore, you know, if I wanted to say no to magic items, I could have, but I didn't. I recently realized, however, that I figured out where my character, Dragonus, my OC character, managed to fit in to the grand scheme of things. I realized that Dragonus herself was actually quite possibly the Chaos Eater god, which is a well, first of all, it's obviously not their name. Their original name was Nezarec the Chaos Eater. And entirely at random, I was like, so let me get this straight. This thing's the avatar of who? They went, Nezarek. It's like, okay, so here we got the avatar of Nizzy. And he goes, oh, God. That's what I used to call him. It's like, oh, whoops, sorry. All those lovely memories of your old D&D group come rushing back as you recall all of the times he went, don't call me Nezzy. It's like, why? It's the perfect name for you. It's like, I'm not Nezzy, I'm Nezarek, the Chaos Eater. It's like, sure thing, Nezzy. You know, because me and them are both kind of what's known as a smart ass or a smart aleck, because we have a tendency to respond with a witty retort. You know, similar to Kirito and Sword Art Online, abridged, as well as Kirito just in general, really. Kirito's kind of just like that. Like in Sword Art Online, it was because Kirito was, being called a beater. You know, someone who just tries their best to beat the game. You know, it's like, really? That's what you're going to call me? You know what? Sure. Let's go with that. That's better than what I was going to say. You know, at first he was going to be like, no, I'm not a beater. And then he was like, yo, this is a pretty dope coat. If I say no, they're going to want this. How about I just tell them to go blow themselves and agree that I'm this beater type that they want to refer to me as? I don't know. Sure. Let's see where it goes. And so he was a bit of an asshole, and they were like, well, I want the coat. And it's like, oh, okay, well, how about no? You know? They were like, you ass, I did half the work. It's like, yeah, but here's a better question. Do you want them angry at you as well? And she just kind of looked him over, and she looked him over, and she looked them over again, and she went, that's a fair point. It's like, yeah, like, these people think I'm an asshole because I want to keep the loot that I earned for getting the last hit on the boss. You know? And, you know, they're all complaining, and they're all angry, and they're all upset, and you're telling me that, you know, with them all looking as though they want this outfit, you're telling me you want me to give you this outfit. How about no? I'm doing you a favor. It's like, what do you mean? I mean, these people are going to villainize you if you take this item from me. Because they want the item too, but you know what? They didn't beat the boss. I, however, just finished beating the boss. They can try and take it from me, but you know what? Something tells me I'm stronger than them. Might have something to do with the fact that I beat a boss they couldn't beat. And they were like, oh, okay, I guess that's a thing. It's like, yep, It is. And more importantly, you're welcome. It's like, for what? Taking the item? Yes, actually. It's like, oh. Thanks? Question mark? Why am I thanking you for that? It's like, because you don't have to deal with those people? It's like, oh. Yeah, I guess that's true. You know, people online have the propensity to be extremely toxic. Okay, and that's a bad thing. You don't want to be toxic. You don't want to be around people who are toxic. You know, you want to have people who are nice. You want to have people who are kind-hearted. People who know how to be helpful and kind and generous and understanding. You know, you want someone who knows how to be understanding. That's a phrase you don't hear very often, huh? Okay. Therefore, I shall dig my way through over here. Let's see, we have a lot of progress to go, but we are making good progress. You know, it's small steps, but this is how you make progress, you know? Just small steps will eventually get you the final result, the finished product, as it were. see how much of this goes down to y equals 3. Quite a lot, it would seem. Okay. Now I just go very carefully through all of this, slowly working my way through, making sure I can retrieve all of the materials. Okay, well, I just ran out of smooth stone. Therefore, if I want to continue excavating, I will need to just excavate without filling anything in, for the most part. Because of situations like this, where, yeah, as the slime just demonstrated, if you get stuck down here, you might just go kersplat. This does give me a chance to make use of situations like that, where I would otherwise find myself somewhat trapped, but otherwise fine. Yep, looks like I'm making a lot of progress. Lot of progress. Now, if you're wanting to if you're wanting to have me like name a pet on you, name a pet after you on Minecraft here, I will be weaving in the pledge rewards for naming decently soon. The first thing I need to do is I need to get my playlist organization, I need to get my playlist organized. I need to get that complete, And then once I have that done, I will be able to go and organize my Patreon subscribing tiers, my donor tiers, is TIERS, not, crying. My the quantity of money which gets pledged is going to get an update because I need to make it so that I am properly representing what you're going to receive for your donation. But for the most part, unless you're specifically interested in having a pet named after you, like that specifically is not yet added. However, I will be adjusting my playlist, adding that in, or not my playlist, my Patreon offer of, what you get if you give me XYZ amount of money, that's what I'm going to be adjusting. It's the reward for how much you give me. The majority of it will remain unchanged. However, I need to figure out where to squeeze in the reward for if you want me to name a pet after you in game. I need to find out how much I should be charging for that. I need to find out, what tier to put it at. I have to find all of that information out, and honestly, the easiest way for me to find all of that out is if someone were to just tell me in the comments, hey, I'd give you this much money for you to name a pet after me. That's the easiest way. However, that is kind of a difficult thing to achieve because I have to find someone who is willing to give me money first in order for that to be a thing. Therefore, I'm just gonna kind of eventually get to it in the meantime, because until I find someone who's going to tell me I'd give you this much, I don't really have any form of price quote on how much that should be worth. Therefore, I'm just going to have to estimate it on my own and basically be like, look, if you want me to do this, then give me this much money. And people will be like, sure, or they'll be like, no. Either one. Could be either one. But, I would like to make this something profitable. Monetization is a difficult subject to begin with. Telling people how it functions is actually kind of easy. Getting it to function is another matter. Because you have to deal with people for that, and dealing with people is difficult. First of all, you gotta deal with people. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but people are difficult. Second of all, the majority of the work is just uploading. Like, literally. It's not